Today I'm going to be giving you all an update on my studio, and there are going to be a lot of these videos. They're going to probably be called something like studio progress, and followed by the date in the title, so I'll put the date to today's video in the title. You're staring at the door to my studio at the moment, and I've been needing to do a lot of work up here, so I'm basically going to explain what's happening. Hopefully by January of 2013 I'll have a fully functioning awesome studio setup. And I've spent quite a lot of money already, and I've still got quite a lot of money to spend. So without further ado, let me take you around the room and explain everything that I'm going to do. Also, as a side note, I've been getting a lot of requests for studio-based videos and music-related videos, so expect to see a lot more of that kind of thing. Sorry about the lighting in here, everyone. It's darkness outside, so it's looking pretty dim, but I do indeed have a power can on the floor there to try and help things out a little bit. So, on the side here we have my drum kit. Now this is probably the only fully functioning part of the studio at this moment in time. I do a lot of drum based things these days. I'm always drumming, whether it's in the studio or in whatever band or whatever, so yeah, I need to do a lot of practice, and I just enjoy practicing it anyway. These days it's sort of my new thing since around September time, but I've been trying to get about an hour in a day. It's not really working. I do play every day, but it doesn't touch an hour really. But you know, I'd like to really improve. And yeah, I'm just practicing with the metronome all the time. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about drums. I'm here to talk about this room and my studio setup. So you can see a load of mess back there. That's all going to be gone. One thing about this room is it's, for the things that I want to do in it, which is basically track a full band, I'm going to need as much space as I can get, so mess isn't an option really. So the kit's looking great. The kit's going to stay there, all sorted. It's my practice kit at the moment, but soon it's going to be recorded. It's going to be the kit I use for recordings, so I'm going to need to put new heads on it, tune it up a bit, and just give it a little bit of a spring clean, really get it sounding up to scratch again. But you know, it's sounding great already. So panning around here then, I've just got one more slightly non-exciting kind of topic to talk about, and then we can get on to the juicy stuff. So these are my decks. I've had them for a while, as you guys know. They're a pair of Gemini XL 500 Mark IIs with a Gemini 3-channel mixer in the middle. I'm selling that lot as a bundle, including the DJ table thing, and also all those records down there, and a flight case for the mixer if you want it. There's about 50-60 records there, all sort of scratch tools and DJ stuff and whatnot, beat matching records and stuff like that. So if anyone locally is interested, anyone around South Wales wants a set of decks, I'm going to let this entire setup go really, really cheap. I would love to keep them, but I'm not really into that kind of thing. And if I had the space, I would definitely keep them, but I can spend the money on better things related to the studio. And also, eventually I want my piano to go there. My new electric piano that I'll hopefully buy. So yeah, the turntables are going to go. I'll still have a record player to listen to my record collection, which is right there. I'm going to need to look after that a little bit more as well, because that's just sitting on the floor. But basically, that lot's up for grabs. I'm not going to post it, guys. It's too much of a hassle. I've got the lids and stuff for the turntables. They're not going to get there in one piece. I've received turntables in the post before, tried to send them in the post before, and seriously, it's just a terrible idea. So yeah, if anyone's in South Wales and they fancy some decks, just let me know. So all that boring stuff aside, let's get on to the interesting stuff. Now this is my rather shambolic looking studio setup at the moment. Now it's all kind of higgledy-piggledy. There are cables everywhere. I don't currently have my Blackbird interface. It's in for repairs. The first two channels have completely gone kaput, so that's getting repaired as we speak. Hopefully I'll have that back within a week or so, and I can start recording again. But yeah, what you see now is not what it's going to look like. All that crap there is hopefully going to be gone. You can see all that junk back there. There's a tape deck, CD deck, guitar cases, box full of CDs, guitar amp, other random stuff up there. It's hopefully all going to be gone. I'll find a place for it all and sell the stuff I don't need and whatnot. And basically I want a really clean setup. So tomorrow my dad's going to go to B&Q, and luckily my parents get a discount in B&Q, which is really cool. So they're going to buy all the materials that they need to construct a proper studio workstation desk. So I'm going to have a desk that incorporates my rack, The rack will actually be probably one of the sides holding it up. I'm going to have a proper shelf to house my computer monitors. I'll buy some newer computer monitors, and also my studio monitors as well. And a keyboard tray at the bottom, and of course a sunk part to hold my Studio Master Mixdown 8, which is my new 8-bus 16-channel studio mixer, which is an absolute beast. I have a meter bridge for it here, it's not screwed on at the moment. There's the power supply for it. Let me just quickly run through this mixer then. You can see we have 16 mono channels. Here are the 8 buses. It's not an inline desk, it's a split design, so it's an A-B design. So you have a selector button for selecting line A or B, so you have 2 lines. One can be for a source and one can be your 16 tracks coming back from the computer, so that you can actually mix down on the desk, which is very cool. Something that's cool about this desk, because it's a very old model, you know, I wanted older sounding preamps, you know, that nice warm sound. It's actually modelled on a 1986 Studio Master, I believe, even though this was released in 96. The classic part just means it's a remake, and what they did in the remake version is they incorporated MIDI mutes. So when you switch the channels on and off, it actually switches the channels on and off in your digital audio workstation when you hook this up via MIDI, which is a very, very cool sort of early kind of control surface idea. Other than that, you know, it's got a really, really great bus section with all the controls you'd ever want, including all your auxiliaries and everything like that. You've got all your tape coming back in, all sorts of stuff here. Great metering, great metering. Yeah, talk back, all the usual stuff. That's basically it. So it's a really nice desk. A bit overkill for my studio, but I'm hoping to expand in the future. And I picked this up for a really good deal. So you can't go wrong. You know, it's got a really nice EQ section here. You got 5 auxiliary sends, you know, a couple of pre-post selectable. It's really nice, you know, nice routing, simple, 4 switches, use the pan knob, you can route to any buses. Because my Blackbird is 8 channel, I'll be going out of the buses, so out of bus 1 into channel 1 on the Blackbird, out of bus 2 into channel 2 on the Blackbird, etc, etc. So I'll be mixing everything down on the Blackbird, so if I wanted to use 16 microphones I could. I would just end up with 8 tracks in Logic, which isn't a real downer because I can mix it on here, sorted. And if I ever wanted to get a full 16 tracks in Logic, all I have to do is buy another Blackbird. So if I've just confused you all, I'm really, really sorry, but basically the bottom line is this is an awesome studio desk. I'm going to build a desk that's going to incorporate it and the rest of my gear, and in here is going to become a lot more organised. I'm also going to try and find some kind of multi-core system, so I'll have yeah, basically a multi-core running around the side of the room, hopefully, so I won't have to plug my mics into the top of the desk. And you know, I'll have the multi-core sitting here or something where I can just plug in the microphones that I'm using at that time. That's another thing. At the moment, I don't really have many microphones. I have a Shure SM57 that you guys saw me unbox, which is, you know, a legendary mic. You've got to have one. I own an AKG C1000S pencil condenser microphone. I hope to pick up another one of those to do stereo overheads. And I also have an M-Audio Nova large diaphragm large capsule condenser microphone. There you go. So yeah, that's a decent mic, but I'll probably be selling it to buy something like a Sontronics STC2 or I don't know what they call the SE2200s or whatever they are. But the thing is, I'm going to spend all the money on getting my setup sorted, so all the cabling, DI boxes, all the routing for the compressor and the effects unit and the desk and the computer working all nicely. I'm going to get all that working by Christmas so that I can focus on microphones during 2013, because I can borrow microphones from college, and also one of my friends, he's a sound engineer and he's got quite a decent little mic collection growing. And he says I can use his mics whenever I want. So that's really nice of him. And if he's watching this, then he knows that he's going to be helping me wire all this up. So that's going to be good fun. But anyway, guys, I'm ranting a little bit now. I'm going to keep this video fairly short. Let me go over by the door so that I can give you an overall pan. I'll be making an album on Facebook, a photo album on my personal Facebook probably, of basically my home studio progress. So, you know, I'm going to take a couple of pictures tonight, and then, yeah, as I make progress, you'll see things get really good, hopefully. But at the moment, all I need to do is basically take everything out, get the desk in, start putting stuff in, wire everything in, and it's going to be wicked. The hardest part of this entire process is trying to sell things like this, because selling stuff that you don't want to post isn't really easy, especially around here. I've asked around college as well. Nobody really wants to buy a pair of decks. Because all the people that want decks have already got decks. So that's that basically. But I hope you've enjoyed this video, everyone. Expect more studio stuff in the future. I'll probably get some footage around Saturday or something like that. This weekend sometime maybe. I don't know when I'm going to upload it, but yeah, I'll keep you guys up to date with the progress also. So again, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you like it. Well, you probably don't like it at the moment because it's a complete shambles, but I hope you like the idea of the plans, and please stay tuned to see all the progress.